is Shiro Kiomani, and I'm the CEO of Giva Wealth Tech. I'm an accountant by profession. I've had about 19 years of experience working for the financial services sector. And I've been a CFO for quite a number of corporates in the financial services. And then I left and founded Giva Wealth Tech. Giva Wealth Tech, we deal with investments, and we are working mostly with communities. I've done a lot of financial management for corporates, and then I realized that out there in our communities we mean our neighborhood communities, our church communities, our family communities, and all that are struggling managing their finances. And that is how come now, that is the sector that we got into as Giva, and we decided to come and help them manage their finances and digitize their operations.
When it comes to Giva money investments, what is the real uniqueness in it?
Well, what is there in the market? A lot of what we see in the market is that we have a lot of chama apps out there. People who have come together as a chama, their monies are being managed. But when we come to our communities, when I was out there in my neighborhood community, we normally raise security money to pay for security. In my family community, we raise money to maybe for medical bills or funerals or those kind of bills, or just to keep a kitty for the family. That is always a challenge, because whom are we going to give for the money? So what how Giva is different is that Giva, unlike Chama, we are looking at all sorts of communities. We are looking at people who come together for whatever purpose. There may be a sports group, it could be a neighborhood group, it could be a family group, either nuclear or extended. And their purpose is not really to manage their money, but they are being brought together to achieve a different need, even alumni communities. So they are coming to achieve a different need, to be together, but then we find that in all of them, there's always a financial management need that comes up. So we come in now as Giva, and what we do is that we help them automate. Today, you'll find that when we want to come together, we meet in a social media, one of the social media platforms. That's where we create our group. And then when you want to raise money, we choose a treasurer, and then the treasurer starts collecting money using their platform, their mobile wallet, and then we send them the money, and then they will have a listing that they are updating very manually. And if it is a group that is contributing on a regular basis, then they have a notebook or an Excel worksheet where they put in the records. And then after that, we give our treasurer a very difficult job of knowing where to keep the money. So as Giva, we've come in and said, these communities are operating on so many platforms, from a social media to a notebook or an Excel worksheet to a mobile platform where they collect the money. And then what happens is that the mortality rate of our groups is very high. They keep on falling because the treasurer, if they're in need of money, they will use the community money. And then after that, they are found that they don't have the money. So what we did with Giva is come and put all those things together and say, this community, it's a one-stop shop. Giva is a one-stop shop for community management. So the community, we come and create it just the way you create a community in any social media platform. And then we give it a governance structure so that now it has the leaders. If it's a big community, like a church community or a neighborhood community, we'll create the subgroups within that community. And then each of the subgroups will give it leaders. And then we put in the members. And then now, from there now we've created the community. They're able to communicate within the Giva platform. They're able to chat. The leaders are able to send dashboard announcements and all that. So communication, we've made sure that up, down, bottom up, all that is taken care of. And then I think the biggest challenge is usually money management. So what this community is able to do in the Giva platform is do fund collection events. You find that in our communities, there are always so many events that are going on. If you go to your church community, for example, there is the Sadaka that we do, there is the tithe that we do. Then in there we have a women group that has monthly subscriptions, a men group with another one. And then in there somebody has died, so we need to raise funds for that. Another one is sick, another one is doing a wedding. And so we end up having so many treasurers who are holding different pockets of our money in different places. And a lot of times we fight because the treasurer has used our money. So now in Giva, it's able to be robust. We're able to create all these pockets in this community, all these events, the wedding, the tithe, the sadaka, all of them are going on, and we are able to give them different pockets, how they are able to differentiate this money, and the members can contribute to these pockets separately. Then from there, we knew we wanted to add value to these communities. It's not just about collecting money from the people, but we wanted this money to also be able to help the community. So we grow this money by putting it in a money market fund. It's put in a money market fund so that now this community, because 10 million at 10% is a million. You get at 10%. 10 million is a million.
Like 20 million. And it's giving you a rental income of around maybe 1K per month.
And then clients leave. She has 500,000. She's able to receive her 10K.
Let's do this in that math. Like if today I want to have an income of 30,000 comfortably with my savings.
Yes.
How much will I?
Hapo ndio shida inakuanga. Juu kama hizi side hustles uko nazo, ndio unaenda unakalia pale ile.
We are also engaging in financial literacy programs and good governance.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a project which I think this country. Yeah.
So, because we normally come from January.
Yeah.